Hey guys, welcome back to my horror DVD collection. This is part 3, let's get straight into it. With Fright Night. This is not just a vampire film, this is a monster movie, I consider it. Mind you, it's nowhere near as good as Monster Squad. But they're two completely different movies, so I can't compare them. But Fright Night, really good movie, definitely check it out. Show the disc. Fright Night Part 2, the remake. I do not have the original Part 2 remake because it wasn't released in the UK, I don't think. This was a blind buy, and it's okay, I guess. It's not bad. Could be better, but meh. And the remake of the first one, Fright Night, again, same feeling as the number 2. It's okay. It's not great. It's not good, and it's certainly not great. It's meh. Fucking hell, this one's gonna take a long time. Saw the director's cut, or the special edition. Excellent film. Love this one. I had to pick this edition up. It's a 2-disc set, and yeah, just a fantastic film. Absolutely love Saw. Here's the normal edition of Saw. There's, to be honest, nothing different with these two right here. Just the covers. Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, there is a difference. This is the theatrical version, and this is the director's cut. So yeah, there is a difference. Well, a couple DVDs in, and I'm already sweating. God's sake. Saw 2. Love this one. Really good sequel. I like all the Saw films, to be honest. But this is a really good sequel. I love this one. Here's 2 editions of Saw 3. Picked this one up last year. This is the 2-disc director's cut. This is a good one because it's got a Jigsaw's Plan trivia game, and you can choose a death scene, so that's pretty good. And here's the extreme edition. So I'm not too sure what the difference is, but yeah. I'm not too sure if there's any differences, but if there is, I can't really remember. But there's 2 good ones there. 2 editions of Saw 4. Here's the regular Extreme edition, and here's the Extreme Limited edition. Exactly the same DVD. This is just the limited edition with this.
You thought it was over, but the games have just begun.
So that's a good one right there. It also comes with a comic book, which is inside the case. And here's Saw 4. 5, really good film. Again, I like all of them. Unfortunately, this is a rental copy. At the time, I didn't give a shit, but now I do. And guess where I got it from? Blockbuster. I'm old! Yeah, I got that from Blockbuster years ago. Saw 6, really good one. I love this sequel. Yeah, great sequel. Saw 6. I've got 2 copies of Saw 6. They're exactly the same. I must have bought it again for some reason. I don't know. Saw the Final Chapter Extreme Edition. Fucking love this one. When are they going to make a Saw 8? Come on. Let's have that Gordon and Hoffman confrontation, even though there was a confrontation in this one. But let's have a full-on confrontation with Gordon and Hoffman. Come on, let's have it. There's still the final chapter. Okay, next up. To me, I don't really class these as horror films, but they were on my horror DVD shelf, so I thought, sod it, put them in. And it's Jaws. I have got Jaws 2, 3 and 4 in a collection box downstairs. This is not all my horror DVDs, this is only some. Here we've got the 2-disc edition, and here we've got the anniversary edition of Jaws. I like the anniversary edition, it's good. This was a cheap one. This was in like a bargain basket in like a DVD store, so I just thought, oh, I'll get it. But so that's Jaws. Next up is Child's Play 2 and The Bride of Chucky. I have got Child's Play 3 and Seed of Chucky somewhere. I don't know where though, but I do not have the first Child's Play, which is a shame because I really want to do a review on these. And a YouTuber ages ago asked me to do a review on the Child's Play films, but I never got around to doing it because I never had the first one, so it was like there's no point in doing it. But here's Bride of Chucky and Child's Play 2. Here's some classics right here, which I have several editions of. And I forgot to bring in the other edition, but fuck it. That's pissed me off. Evil Dead. Best horror film in my opinion. I love this one with a passion. Scared me shitless when I first saw it. Fucking love it. It's a great film. Evil Dead. And the edition that I forgot to bring in was the Book of the Dead. I have the Necronomicon DVD, which is in the other room, which I forgot to bring it in. But I think I've shown it in the... yeah, I have shown it in another video. So that's Evil Dead. Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. This is the original DVD release, which was released by Studio Canal, with the white cover. Here's the re-release by Studio Canal. Or is this Optimum? No, this is Optimum Home, but still Studio Canal. Here's the re-release. And Army of Darkness. Now I do have the original version of this, the 2-disc version that was released on DVD, but it's in that room and I forgot to bring it in, but sod it. I guess I was in a rush to do this video. But there's Army of Darkness. Couple of good ones right here. Candyman series. Candyman 1, this was a blind buy, I'd never seen this film beforehand. I bought it and I loved it. Yeah, great film. Great film. Can't say much for the sequels. Candyman 2, Farewell to the Flesh, and Candyman 3, Day of the Dead. Can't really say the same for these because I haven't watched them as much. But there's those two. Here's a series that I've done a review on. The Hills of Eyes 1 and 2 and the 2 remakes. Hills of Eyes, first one. Very low budget, but I respect it because it's a low budget. And horror mastermind Wes Craven did this, rest in peace. But yeah, it's alright. Cannot say the same for the sequel because I didn't care for it, and a lot of people didn't care for it either. But I had to have it part of my collection. And I didn't realise that the original, this one, was released in the UK. So it's like when I found it, I was like, go on, have it. So that's part 2. And then the 2 remakes. I like the first remake. I'm pointing to the second one there. I like the first remake, but I didn't care for the second remake. So it's a bit of a coinky dink. Couldn't get my words out then. Coinky dink. Hellraiser. People are going to be quite shocked. I'm not a big fan of these films. I do have 2 and 3 somewhere. But I'm not really a big fan of these films. But I will have to say that sorry, my computer's just gone on standby. I will have to say that the first one is a classic. But again, I'm not a big fan of the other two. Even though it's a classic, I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't know, I'm weird. Here's a horror DVD that I think every horror fan should have. And I remember seeing these clips on YouTube for the very first time. And I was like, I have to have this DVD. And it's The Scariest Boogeyman Ever to Appear on Film, Ultimate Horror Boogeyman, The Killer Compilation. This is a must-have for any horror fan. It pretty much goes through like clips from all the horror films, and I've done a review on this DVD before. You get clips from Hellraiser, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Child's Play, Halloween, Leprechaun, Wishmaster, more like, Texas Chainsaw and Puppet Master, and much more. And I think you get one from Candyman as well, so that's a good one. Comes complete with the booklet as well, so that's cool. My Bloody Valentine 3D. I did watch the original recently. It was meh, but the remake is quite good. I like this remake. I must get round to do a review on it sometime. Comes with 3D glasses as well, so that's good. Okay, next up, Freddy vs. Jason. This is a great film. I also have it on Blu-ray, which I'm going to do a Blu-ray collection sometime soon. And if you're wondering where the hell's The Exorcist, it's in my Blu-ray collection. So I thought, I've got it on Blu-ray, no point in getting it on DVD. Although I do have it on DVD. My mum bought it for herself because I got the Blu-ray version. I'm not so sure where she's put it though, the dozy old cow. Anyway, it's a good job she's at work. Freddy vs. Jason, good film. 2-disc edition as well, so that's good. Nightmare remake, meh, it's alright. But I was never a big fan of the original Nightmare on Elm Street series. I was never a big Freddy fan. I'm more of a Jason fan than I am Freddy. But I like to get the whole collection, and I probably will end up getting this on Blu-ray soon. So there's the Nightmare remake. Alright, next up is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of the Nightmare movies, I don't have all of them. First one, pretty good film. I like this one. Yeah, I do like this one actually. It is a good film. Skipping on to Nightmare Part 3 because I don't own Part 2. This one is okay. Yeah, I do like this one. Because Nancy's in this one, and so is what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne, who was in The Matrix. And yeah, I like this one. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Master. This was the first Nightmare on Elm Street that I bought on DVD. It's okay. I like to pop this one in every now and then and give it a little watch, but it's okay. Not a big fan of this one, Part 5. Not really a big fan of this one at all. Yeah, not a big fan. Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. Again, not a big fan of this one either. Yeah, it just even though Alice Cooper was in it, it's just meh. Wes Craven's New Nightmare, on the other hand, is a very good. I love this one. I remember seeing it the first time on VHS, and I loved it from there. I love the concept that Freddy is now in the real world, and he's like, he wants Nancy's son. Well, no, technically he wants Heather's son, because the actress who plays Nancy is playing herself in this film. Because it's like a movie within a movie, and it shows like the making of the Nightmare series and everything. But this was a good film. I love this one. Okay, next up. Fucking hell, that's a big one. Yeah. Some of the Friday the 13th films. I need to get these on Blu-ray actually. Final Chapter. This one is very crazy. Mind you, most of the Friday the 13th are. I must get my girlfriend to watch this one because she likes Corey Feldman. And yeah. I must get her to watch this, the Final Chapter. Because she likes Corey Feldman. So yeah. So there's the Final Chapter. Part 5, A New Beginning. This one is weird because it doesn't even have Jason in it. I think the bit that made me go like, what the fuck, is the bit with the chocolate bar scene. You know, where it's like, well, if you're gonna be like that, Vic, just forget it, alright? Just forget it. And then like stabs him in the back with the axe and everything. I thought that bit was very unneeded, but it's like Tommy Jarvis is now in like an institute and all that stuff. But it's different. I'll say it's different. Part 6, Jason Lives. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. Because this is like to the point now where Jason's like more of a zombie character. Which is weird because on the back that is Roy from Part 5. Yeah, they've just put the red highlights on the masks instead of the blue one. So yeah. But Part 6 was pretty good. I like this one. Funny enough, I got these in all the same store. There was in like a bargain basket, and I was like, "What? Friday the 13th? Friday the 13th? I'll have it." Part 7, The New Blood. I like to describe this one as, well, it was either the director or the producer described it as the Terminator versus Carrie. I describe it as Jason versus Matilda. I like this one though, but I do like this one. Kane Hodder's first Jason movie. This is a good one. Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. It's not very good, if I'm honest with you, because it just takes place on a boat, and then he makes his way into Manhattan, and it's just it's not good. I'd say the only bit that is worth watching is where the dude gets his head knocked off by Jason, just fucking clean off, because he's out of breath, and that scene goes on for quite some time. This guy's just constantly punching Jason, but there's Part 8. Jason X, or Friday the 13th Part 10. I did have Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell the Final Friday. I did have that, but it went walkies. I don't know what's happened to it. But I know I definitely did have it. Jason X, no, don't like this one at all. I think it's very cheesy. Yeah, it's just cheesy as hell. Very cheesy. This was when New Line Cinema brought the rights to Friday the 13th. The remake, I can say, is very good because I like how it takes Part 1, Part 2 and Part 3 and puts them all together. So we've got Part 1 where Mrs. Voorhees dies, we've got Part 2 with Jason with the potato sack, and then we've got Part 3 which is basically throughout the film with this hockey mask. I like this one, it's a great remake. I don't have the original, no. I have seen it though. This is why I need to get most of them on Blu-ray, and my DVDs are gonna go fucking arse over tit in a minute. Right then. Oh shit. The Redwood Massacre. This is a very cheap horror film, but it's independent. This is why I respect it. Gory as hell. Like I said, if you're making an independent horror film, you can make it as gory as you possibly want. Must do a review on this sometime. Halloween Night. Listen to this. In 1982, Christopher Vale was sent away after his family was brutally murdered. 10 years later on Halloween night, he returned. Does this film sound familiar to another film? I'm not too sure. But yeah, Halloween Night. Sorry, I was going to do a review on this last night, actually. Remake of Halloween. It's alright. I like this one. I gave this one grief through the years. I would like it. I wouldn't like it, and then I would watch it, and then I would like it, and then I would go off it, watch it again, and then like it. I'm just gonna stick to liking it next. It's pretty good. Halloween. This is a good one. All-time horror classic. Released by Anchor Bay. Great 2-disc edition. Halloween 2. My favourite one in the series. I love how it just picks up straight after the first one. Love this one, Halloween 2. Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. I do not have Halloween 3 because it doesn't have Michael Myers, so I don't add it part of my collection. Part 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like this one. The only thing I don't like is that Michael is built up like a hockey player. Like that, like a football player, whatever. Don't like her. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I don't know what to think of this one, to be honest. I don't like the mask. The mask I don't really like. I don't think it looks like Michael. But, 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I love the mask in this film. I think it looks great. A lot of people hate this film and think it's, like, really confusing, but I don't mind it. I like the kills in this film. They're pretty good. It was also Donald Pleasant's last Halloween film. H2O, great comeback film. I love this one. It's like a 20-year anniversary film. And it was Jamie Lee Curtis's idea to make this one. But yeah, great film. I love this one. This should have been the last Halloween film. Because it really does see the end of Michael Myers. But obviously not. With Halloween Resurrection, this is where the series just, even though this was the last day of the original series, this is where it just like went, okay, too many now, just stop. It's the same with the Freddy and the Jason films, but yeah. Okay, now we're going on to a horror series which I really like. Mind you, I like all of them, but I really love these series. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Here's one. This is a digipack version of the special edition. The original, really like this one. Rest in peace, Gunnar Hansen. Here's the very first edition that was released in the UK of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on DVD, released by Blue Dolphin. Yeah, good edition, really good edition. Here's the 3-disc Seriously Ultimate Edition. Steelbook. I really like this one. Texas Chainsaw 2, pretty good sequel, although it takes more of a horror comedy. I kind of wish there was no comedy elements in Texas Chainsaw. Make it straight up horror. Part 3, Leatherface. I really like this one, I really do. I do like this one. A lot of people didn't like it. They said it was too much like the first film, but I like it. Texas Chainsaw, a direct sequel to the original, but it's my least favourite in the series. Because it takes place in the 70s and then goes straight to modern day, and I just thought, nah, stop it. The remake. Fucking brilliant remake this is. Leatherface is mean as hell in this one. He's also very big in this one as well. But I like this one. It's a great remake. And I've got 2 editions of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Here's Region 2, released in the UK. So here's the normal version, Region 2. And here's the Region 1 version. This was in a bargain bin again. This was actually with the Friday the 13th films. It's the Region 1 DVD. And there's not any special features on this. To be fair, but I just felt like I had to have it, just past the collection. So there's Region 1 DVD. Excuse me. Okay, coming down to the last few now. If I can pick them up, that is. Ghosts of Mars. Here's a good John Carpenter film next to Halloween. I like this one. The Shining, good old horror classic. It's more of like a thriller movie, but I think it's a horror film. I like this one, Shining. I did a review on that. Near Dark, great vampire film. My favourite vampire film is probably either From Dusk Till Dawn or Vampires, John Carpenter's Vampires. But there's Near Dark. I like Near Dark because it's got pretty much the same cast from Aliens. You got Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen, and was it Jeanette Goldstein? Yeah, Jeanette Goldstein, who played Vasquez in Aliens. So I like that one. The Descent, great film by Neil Marshall. Great film. Dog Soldiers, also a great film by Neil Marshall. Love this one. One of my favourite werewolf films. Sleepwalkers, Stephen King. I'm not too sure if my girlfriend's seen this. I think she has. But if not, I'll have to get her to sit down and watch it because it is a pretty good film. I like Sleepwalkers. Here's a really old one, but it's such a classic. Werewolf of London. Great one with Henry Hull. Part of the Universal Monsters. Love this one. Here's one that I picked up recently. It's a double pack featuring The Wolfman and Werewolf of London, which is the same film right here. Great double pack. This is great. The Wolfman, the remake, pretty good. I like this one. Good cast: Benicio del Toro, Hugo Weaving, Anthony Hopkins, and Emily Blunt. Good cast. And the last film I'm going to hold up is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is just... I'm holding this one up just for the 1932 version, because that's a classic. 1942 version, or 1941 version, sorry, is okay. The 1941 version is okay, but I prefer the 32 version with Frederick March. I like this one. So that's it for my horror DVD collection. I hope this doesn't take long to upload. Like I've said, this is not all my horror DVDs, this is just some of them that I happen to have handy with me right now. Some of them are downstairs, some of them are in other rooms and shit like that. So, yeah, this is just some of them. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. I'll catch you later.